The fast and slow strumming technique done with the thumb and the fingers for both classical and flamenco guitar is quite a bit nuanced, and a lot of people actually get it wrong when they first learn it. A lot has to do with the forearm rotation, wrist flexion, nail length, arm placement, etc. If you've already seen the introductory video that I made on all 9 rasgueados, you'll remember that the PAM, or the up and down strumming pattern, is done this way. So again, let's break it down, add in some exercises, and make sure that you're doing it the right way. In order to practice the up and down strumming pattern with P and then any of the fingers, you want to make sure that you first practice each movement and then start to combine them. So exercise 1 is just going to be the first movement by itself. So that's going to be fingers. You can use, again, I, M, and A. You can use I and M. You can just use M. Whatever is more comfortable for you, go ahead and try it. I would recommend practicing all of them and experimenting, see which one you prefer. Personally, I prefer using I, M, and A in general, or I and M if I'm going really fast. So for now, I, M, and A down is what I'm going to practice. Okay? And notice, just like before in the thumb video, we're using forearm rotation. Again, this doorknob kind of rotation with flexion. So make sure your flexion is there, right? Natural flexion in the wrist, not too much. You don't want to compress those tendons and nerves. Just natural flexion in the wrist, no extension, and minimal ulnar deviation. So that's this lateral bending of the wrist. We want to minimize that as much as possible. So exercise 1, we're going to start above, fingers above the 6th string. So 6th string is 6 from the ground, 1 through 6. Fingers above the 6th string, especially the A finger, make sure that's above it. Mute the strings for now, and we're going to go down with rotation. But now let the hand fall. Try to avoid overextending like that. And you don't want to do that. Just let the hand fall. At the end, your fingers should be pretty much facing the ground, right? So we're going to do this 3 times. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, play. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3, play. So the next step is to add the upstroke of the thumb. Okay? Now, you're going to start in the same position, just like we did when we ended the downstroke of the fingers. You're going to engage the thumb a little bit, so kick it out just a tiny bit. Not too rigid, not too loose. It should bounce a little bit against the strings when you go up, right? So there should be a little bit of energy in the thumb, but not too much, okay? And what you want to do is make sure that you curl these fingers in just a tiny bit, just basically so they don't hit the strings. If you just do that, they're going to hit the strings. So curl them in a little bit so that they avoid hitting the strings, and you're good to go, okay? When you go up, it should be the opposite of the rotation that you used when you went down, okay? Again, think about rotation down. So you're going to start down here, fingers are facing down, thumb is kind of facing down, and you're going to go up. The thumb should be facing kind of almost at the ceiling, right? Almost like giving a thumbs up, not quite like that, right? But about maybe, that's actually facing more my left shoulder, all right? So up. And you want to go up so that your A finger, your ring finger, is above the E string so that you can reset and do the next movement, okay? Make sure you go up with a snap. So we're going to do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. And now the next exercise is to combine the two. You can either start with the thumb stroke up or start with the fingers down. For now, let's start with the thumb stroke up, and we're going to combine. We're going to go 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, so forth, right? We're going to do 3 of those. So 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. After that, you want to start combining those, looping them, making them continuous loops. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you get better, you start going faster. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can make the movements longer. Okay? If you're going to do these faster ones, make sure that you rest in between. Remember, I've been doing this for a while, so I can do this for a longer amount of time. Fine, but if you're doing this for the first time, do a short burst, take a rest, reset the hand, do some slow ones. Rest, Try a fast one, do some slow ones. Always correct anything that you hear with a slow repetition, okay? If you like this video, you're definitely gonna wanna check out the next one in the series, which is the video on the P, A, and P, the triplet rasgueado, which you can find here. And if you haven't seen it already, I recommend you checking out the introductory video here of all 9 rasgueados to give you a great overview of what's coming up and what you can expect in general, okay? Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.